Yeah, apparently I did.
What'd you break?
I have no idea.
How come you screwed it up?
I don't know.
I mean, that's not very friendly to our faithful listeners.
Yeah, I know.
Are we gonna play
Shoot the.
Are we gonna play the music?
Yeah, I'm.
Sure.
Yes.
Power Rangers. There's a whole lot of stuff on this.
There is. And you're just ruining it. That's your. Yeah, it's one of those nights anyway.
How am I ruining it?
Because that was a surprise. And
But
why
if
are we
it was
not
a surprise,
showing?
Why is it all here in front of me? Balls.
Yeah, why is it not showing? There we go. Okay,
James.
I'm good. We're going.
You're choking.
No, I'm just having.
Did you hear the Mariners are getting a new baseball coach?
Okay, let's do this. Ready?
Go.
That's enough of that. Don't you blockheads know that it's time for the Dude I Got an Idea podcast with the world's sexiest asshats, James McEwen and Greg Mason? Now sit down, shut up, and keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times. In a world where companies bottle water from the same tap water that you have at home, and they sell it to you for 2 to 3 times the price. In a world where voiceover guys like me are obsessed with the word balls, comes a ballsy podcast so over the top and in your face that you will feel that your personal space has been violated just by listening to it. So if the word balls offends you, then you need to grow some balls, or better yet, tune out and run home and cry to mama. I just love saying balls. Now you have been warned. Balls.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition, liftoff.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are finally on the air.
Finally.
Yeah, we're a little late tonight. We had, I think it's the interface.
The balls.
Yeah, something like that. We had some issues. And we don't have cameras tonight, so I apologize for that. You just got to stare at our logo. For the people who follow us on SoundCloud or iTunes, and none of this will matter to you, but we were late, almost a half hour late getting started tonight because I decided to move things around, and I think the interface I used for the computer, they updated the...
James.
What?
I don't think they care.
I know, but...
So why are you telling them all this?
So I don't know,
James,
so I feel better.
James. Balls.
Okay, why can't I hear you?
I don't know. Can you hear me at all?
You're low. Are you off
low.
mic again?
No, I'm right on it. Look.
Well, I can't see you anymore because I'm moving everything's... Okay, so anyway,
So is
ladies...
it any better? Are you going to turn me up?
Yeah, I'm going to turn you up a little
Okay.
so people can hear you.
Well, because I can't hear me either.
Why can't you hear you?
I don't know. I turned the volume up on my thingamabob, but whatever that thing's
There we
called.
go.
Hey, there
Yeah.
we go. Balls.
There we go. Okay,
Balls.
it's one of those days, people. Okay.
Now it's really loud.
Yeah, now it's really loud.
Okay, so should I talk quieter?
You do whatever you want.
Or did you turn it down because I was like pushing your buttons while you were trying to get the board fixed?
So I'm trying to fix things, and he's talking to me and saying things and annoying the crap out of me, and I'm trying to concentrate. That's Greg for you. So tonight we had planned for... Well, first I should introduce somewhere deep in the underground in the city of Lacey. I'm James McEwen, and with me is...
Greg Mason.
And this is the Dude, I Got an Idea
show.
Yep. So,
You said it really fast, though.
I did.
I was
I'm
supposed to go slower.
Okay,
So
one
let's
more
try it
time.
again.
Dude, I got an idea. I got an idea. Quit before it gets any worse.
Well, it's because it's the 33rd, 32nd.
30-second show.
30-second show.
Yeah. So, anyway, so we're going to talk about a lot of upcoming things like the cool upcoming movies that we're looking forward to.
Yeah, so James hasn't told me what movies we're going to be looking at. So am I supposed to look at them on my phone?
I have a list I'm going to put in there in the.
In my phone?
You can look at them in your phone if you want.
No, you're going to put the list in my phone.
No, I'm not going to put the list on your phone.
You
I'm going to put it on the
just said
links.
You were going to.
I'm going to put the links to them on.
Sausages?
Yes, sausage links. I'll beat you with a sausage. No, don't go there. I know what you're thinking. Don't go there.
Did you hear how quiet it got?
Yeah.
It's like.
Because
I just immediately had the vision of the guy who, the guy on regular radio, because we don't get edited or what is it called, bleeped.
we're not.
But I can see the guy with his finger hovering over
the
that
button. Anyway, so tonight,
So who we got watching us?
I don't know. 2 people just joined, so yay, we got 2 people.
Tell me who it is though.
It never does until they make comments. So
Oh, okay.
Hopefully-
So 2 people listening to us, make comments so we know who you are.
we know who you are. Yay! So tonight,
Tonight.
a lot of cool movies coming up.
Finally
I'm
tonight.
a big movie buff. I love movies, but
movie.
with the cost of them nowadays, especially when you have a family, it's pretty expensive. So I only go to like 1 or 2 movies in the theater a year now. I don't know about you.
2 words.
What?
Red box.
Redbox. Yeah, I never
Or
go to Redbox.
Netflix.
Yeah, I use Netflix.
You don't go to Redbox?
No, but why am I
is that?
getting? Do you have your sound on your phone?
Oh, I sure do.
Yeah, I keep hearing us, and I'm like, what the heck is
All
that?
right, I didn't realize that was us.
He's
I
a
heard
he's a
something
highly
here.
trained professional, folks.
Hey, I'm not the one who screwed up the board this evening.
I have no idea. I think it's. Well, never mind. We won't go into that.
Yeah,
That's
evidently,
technical.
it got a little deep for James, and he choked.
Oh,
Uh-oh, what did you just start that for?
because I was going to do this.
Balls.
Okay.
I just had the sound down on the board, man. It's been one of those weeks, man. So anyway, Greg, do you like movies? Are you a movie buff?
Not a movie buff. I enjoy going to good films, and I have a really eclectic taste on films, though. I mean, it's the kind of thing. See, here's the problem. I can't see the way you got this whole board set up now. And I used to be, because all I can see now is about from right about here up.
Yeah, I had
can't
to
see
move
your
my
face
monitors up.
anymore,
I
and it
was
used to be that
crunching
could
down
talk
too
to you,
much.
but I'm having
Yeah.
trouble. Okay, so yes, I like movies. I like a lot of different ones. I like the chick flicks. I like the action films. I like the shoot 'em ups. I like some of the science fiction ones, and not if it doesn't get too deep science fiction. No, I like Star Trek. I like the Star Wars. I like all those things. But my all-time favorite films are the ones that have a twist at the end that is so wild that you would never ever expect it. Coen Brothers does a really good job of those.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that did a good job with it was what's that called? The Factory. Had not Christian Slater. What the hell's the guy's name? Who's the guy that starred in Your Eyes?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, you're a lot of help.
Yeah, well.
I'll have to look him up. Anyway,
So we have a couple comments.
okay, yeah. So Jay kicked on, and Sarah. Oh, how am I feeling? Okay, so for everybody that's wondering out there, yeah, I apologize. So just a real quick medical thing here. Thursday morning, got up, my leg had started to swell, and I went to work. Fortunately, one of the women I work with at work, I showed her what the lower part of my leg looked like, and it was swelling drastically. She said, get to the doctor. I went to the doctor. The doctor said, get to the ER. Turns out I have a deep vein thrombosis. Now, I know that sounds almost perverted, but what the truth is, I have a blood clot in my lower right leg, and so they started treating me with blood thinners and so on and so forth. They're watching it real careful, did a whole bunch of tests. I'm doing pretty good. It's difficult to walk. I'm limping around. I'm on warfarin, which is a blood thinner, so they're watching. I had to go for a blood level test today. And the painkiller they've given me is a morphine derivative, which is really good stuff. So I'm doing pretty good. Thanks, Sarah, for asking. I'm going to do okay. This is they don't know why, so they're really gonna look into it. I know it was a shock. James drove me crazy. Why didn't you call me? I was in the ER, Greg. How come you didn't call me? You're in there. I ought to come over to that way. It's like, because I'm not that way. I don't do that. And of course, James is like an old woman. And while I appreciate it, I really do. At the same time, thank you very much. but I'm sorry I didn't. And golly, Lord knows the next time I will call you.
That's right. You better.
Only so I don't have to take grief afterwards. But thanks for asking, Sarah. I'm doing great and looking forward to getting back to doing things normally. They said, though, the pain's going to last for quite some time.
So we'll be able to hopefully have you around a long time to watch movies.
Yep. And Jay is on tonight and listening to us. And I'm not sure if Jay, this is your first time. Jay and I work together, and he's forever calling me and driving me crazy at work, which is a good thing, though, because he's out there seeing stuff and passes it on to me.
Well, thanks for joining us, Jay. Hey, Greg.
Oh, Sam's up.
Hey,
And
cool.
it says, glad you're feeling better. Yeah, so I did reach out to my son for some medical advice because he's in the medical world, and I said, this is what I got going on, and he was real good about it, so thanks for that.
So,
Okay, anyways.
Okay, back to the topic. Now that we've had Greg's medical history.
Yeah. So much for HIPAA.
So, Greg, are you excited about any upcoming films?
Oh, and Shelby's with us too. Okay, so Shelby is Sam's significant other. Okay, any good films that I see coming up?
Yeah. Are you
Okay,
excited about
I'm
it?
excited about one film so far that I've seen out there.
What's that?
That's it right there.
Oh, well, then we got to play that. then.
Yes.
That's our...
I am a total Blade Runner fan. I thought the first film was great.
Got to have our little Blade Runner
The
music in the
thing
background.
is, though, is that I didn't like the one without the voiceover. The one that they made with the voiceover, I thought was the best because it added to the film.
So, you're excited for Blade Runner 2049 is the name of the title?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know what the title is, but I know that Harrison Ford comes back in it,
Yeah.
and Ryan Gosling is the lead.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
I'm really, really excited. They seem to be doing it in the same manner that the original one was. And
Well,
I loved them.
Ridley Scott, who directed the original one, is not directing this one, but he is producing. So
Right.
he's definitely involved.
So definitely deeply involved, and I understood that he wasn't directing it, but I know that as a producer, he'll be heavily involved.
Yeah, I can't wait for Blade Runner 2049. It's going to be awesome. So there are a couple of other films coming out. In fact, this year is a really big year.
Well, I looked at that one you talked about, Ghost in the Shell, and I thought that kind of looked interesting because I'm not an anime fan. I don't watch it in any way, shape, or form. I've seen a little bit of it, but nothing really past that. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, this is the actual music from the anime.
John Cusack, that's the guy I was trying to think of.
Okay.
John Cusack was the one who starred in The Factory. That was the twist.
Ah,
That had a hell of a twist. Now, and we were talking about directors
No.
because,
Yeah.
sorry, we're kind of bouncing around here. Another good director that I really like is Michael Mann, who is of the Miami Vice series fame.
Mm-hmm.
He's done some great films. Black Hat, which was an incredible story. He did Black Hat. He did the Miami Vice film. He did The Kingdom, and there are several others.
yeah, but we're talking about upcoming films.
Right. Sorry.
You're off topic,
Sorry.
so I'm going to have to come over there and slap you.
Promises. Yeah, but my question is, do you have one thing that'll allow you to slap me? The balls.
Haven't turned down though. But
Okay, so we got Ghost in the Shell
Ghost in the
coming-
Shell is based off of a Japanese anime, and it's actually my all-time favorite Japanese anime, with cyborgs and hackers and lots of action, robot geishas. That's if you haven't seen it or haven't heard of it, I highly recommend. I'm going to put the links in after the show below in the comments area, so you can go and see, or just look up on YouTube Ghost in the Shell. It not standalone complex because that's the anime, but the actual live movie. It is gonna be awesome. It's right up there in that same kind of genre of Blade Runner. It's got all the beauty and stuff of Blade Runner. I can't say enough about it.
Well, I saw that when you played that trailer for me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, I went from I'm not interested because it's Japanese anime to that looks really, really interesting. It did. Okay, Jay just shot out. What about Logan?
Yeah, Logan, the next X. Well, it's based off of the X-Men. It's Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
And
I saw the trailer. All right, now that you've reminded me of what it is, I'm not a Logan fan. So now I know that you are, right?
I'm not a big X-Men fan, but I enjoy. He's probably one of my favorite characters of the X-Men. Him and Deadpool, because they're the ones that are the meanest. They kill more people than anybody else, but. This one's it's based off of an alternate timeline where Logan's an old man because of things have happened, and so he's lost his mutation ability to heal, so he's aging. And it looks pretty good. If you're an X-Men fan and a Wolverine fan, I think this is going to be pretty good. It looks good. So
Where was that list of films that you had on my screen earlier?
Oh,
that,
there
that
you
showed some of the stuff that was upcoming. The Fate of the Furious. See, I'm not a fan. I know
I'm not a
that
fan.
Sam's a huge fan of Fast and Furious, but because of Paul's death, I think that they're cutting it over. So they have the Fate of the Furious coming out
April
Excuse
14th,
me,
yeah.
April 14th.
Not one that I'm really interested
So
in.
what else we got? Man, I had Thai food for dinner, and so I'm like, "Roop," just a little bit.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to.
Guardians of the Galaxy was kind of, it was okay. It was kind of neat.
I loved it.
Alien Covenant. I didn't see enough of that. Baywatch. They're going to do a Baywatch.
Baywatch, yeah.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yep. And then they've redone The Mummy. This one's with Tom Cruise. And,
really?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks like the mummy's a female. It's the Princess Amunet. So it's a twist because all the other mummies have got it's always a man. So
Rock That Body was Scarlett Johansson. Now, wasn't she in? But she also did.
she's done a lot of stuff.
Wasn't she the one in the anime? What is it called?
She was
The anime one, Ghost in the Shell. Right.
Yeah.
She's the one who stars in that.
Yep.
Okay. The Beguiled. Oh, it's the remake of Eastwood's film from '71, but wasn't the This I think I would like to see. But let's see who stars in it: Elle Fanning, Nicole Kidman, Kirsten Dunst, Colin Farrell. I like Colin Farrell as an actor. He's done some really
he's pretty good
acting. He's even got some films that are on Netflix that are unknowns in this country that he did in England.
Right.
That were done really, really well. Spider-Man: Homecoming. What about you?
Yeah, I'm not a big Spider-Man fan. I'll probably miss that one. I might watch it if it comes on Netflix or something down the line. The same with Planet of the Apes. I was never a big Planet of the Apes fan.
Okay, let's go to Dunkirk. Dunkirk, I saw what film? I just went and saw a movie. I can't remember what the hell. Oh, Rogue One. We saw the trailer for this, and it's not what you think it is. This is more told. Dunkirk was when all the British troops were pushed to the sea, and then all these the English citizenry got in their boats, came over and picked them up and brought them back. And this is told from that soldier and boater aspect, not from the kind of the overview of it all. But it seemed like it was a really, really good film. I thought that's something I would like to see.
Yeah, me too. I really want to see it. Well, I like any really good war films or war documentaries. They're always important.
Especially when they're told more from the soldier's level.
Right.
Okay.
Now, this next one, Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets. You didn't see the trailer,
No.
but I'll have to show you that after show. But it is. Remember, my brain I just blinked. It was a
soundboard.
Bruce Willis. Malia Jojovic or Joseph
Fifth Element,
yeah, same director, and it's got that same style with it looks like a feast for the eyes. It's going to be another really cool one if you like science fiction. That's what I'm really excited about.
Originally, when I started watching The Fifth Element, I thought it was a stupid movie, but then I started to get into it, and it's a movie that I will watch over and over and over again.
It's as far as science fiction is concerned, it's pretty stupid,
It's
but it's
stupid,
so
funny, but
entertaining.
Yes.
I love when they said we're sending in a negotiator. He goes shoots everybody. Does anybody else want to negotiate? That's one of the best lines in that movie.
I know it was. That's exactly the part I was thinking of too. Or when he gives the gun to who's the black guy? Is that not Arsenio Hall? But who was it that was
Ruby Rod was the character's name.
Right.
I can't remember.
And he gives him the gun and he jumps and kills the guy.
Yeah,
and he scared me.
He moved. Yeah. Another one for the great friend for that movie was I always, whenever I'm upset or disappointed in something, I always quote Gary Oldman's character, the bad guy. Very disappointed.
It was though. It was a silly stupid. Silly stupid. Oh, and then of course when the president's sitting there talking a lot and Bruce Willis says, "Are you going to get to it?" And finally the He says the meteor's going to hit in an hour and 57 minutes, and Bruce Willis says, "Well, I'll call you back in 2 hours,"
Yeah.
and hung up. Okay, on to the next ones. Okay, Dark Tower.
This is an adaptation of Stephen King, another one of his. I'm not a big Stephen King fan, so probably going to miss that one.
I like some of them, but not others. I mean, it's a...
I actually like his non-horror fiction better, like The Green Mile and
Yes.
Shawshank Redemption was way better than his horror stuff, in my
both
opinion.
outstanding. The other one of his books that he did, Four Seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever read that book?
Nope.
That one stayed with me for years. Because it's 4 different stories. And very interesting. And I'll never forget, what was it? Hope Springs Eternal. And then I can't remember what the Winter of Our Discontent, something. I don't know if that's right. That may be another book. But and I read it young, and I had never read his books before, but it was something that really kind of got inside my head.
Reading his books?
Yeah, Baby Driver. Yeah, it's I love reading, and I've read a lot of them.
I know, but the way you said that, reading his books, instead of read his books. But anyway, yeah, Baby Driver is going to be an animated kids film. Not something I'm looking forward to. My kids are older now, so not a big deal.
It in this September's.
Yeah, another Stephen King.
Stranger Things. Oh,
And of course, Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Oh,
there
did
it
you
is.
see the first Kingsman?
Did you see? Okay, now they bring up Sicario. I did. Okay, so the guy that's directing Blade Runner did Sicario.
Mm-hmm.
What's Prisoners and Arrival? I'm gonna have to look those.
I don't know. Arrival's the aliens come to Earth one that was just recent with Amy. I forgot her last name.
I haven't seen it, but it's maybe something I'll have to check out.
But yeah, did you see the first Kingsman?
Yes.
What'd you think?
Silly, funny, stupid. Nothing I would watch more than maybe twice.
Right. Well, they got a sequel coming out.
The church scene when he kills everybody.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty. That was hilarious. And what's his name? Lisping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was. So this one, I've kind of heard some about this, and they say yes, it's good. No, it's not. So it's kind of a. We'll have to see how that goes.
Yep.
Logan Lucky,
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about this one.
God Particle, Thor, Ragnarok.
I like a lot of the Marvel movies, but again, I'm not going to shell out the bucks to go to the theater for it. I'll wait.
Red Sparrow, the sexy tale between a Russian woman getting involved with a CIA operative. This is like a repeat of a James Bond.
Yeah. Then comes the Justice League. DC has kind of been behind. DC Comics has been kind of behind Marvel in the movies,
Right.
but they're starting to catch up. They're starting to get some good, better stuff. Justice League looks pretty good, but Batman versus Superman wasn't that great of a movie, so I don't know if I'm gonna.
Well, I didn't understand the
Shell-
point in why Batman would be against Superman.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
But-
okay. Sarah just shot us something. It says she loves historical fiction, and she's super excited about Bitter Harvest. I didn't see that yet.
Yeah, it's not on this list, but
Murder on the Orient Express. That looks.
yeah, Kenneth
And
Branagh
well,
always does a good job. So
Yeah, he does. Well, he did it. Henry V, when he did that, was the first movie I saw him in.
Mhm.
And he did an outstanding job. I saw a couple of his other Shakespeare's. But anything he does is really good. Okay, so she just shot us more. She said it's Stalin's death by starvation program that ultimately killed millions of Ukrainians in the 1930s. Okay, so when is that? Scroll down a little bit and let's see if it's coming up.
okay.
Okay, I'm curious. Just kind of scroll down in this thing. The death. Wait, stop. The death of Stalin. Now. Well, if Sarah, if you know when it's coming up, go ahead and scroll back up so we can go back to the other ones. Sarah, if you know when it's coming up, don't hesitate to shoot it to me because I'm looking at this thing. Okay, back to the Orient Express. That's what we were
Okay,
just looking
yep.
at. That'll be interesting to watch. Episode 8 for Star Wars.
Yep, they've come out with the title now. It's The Last Jedi.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm curious what they're going to do with Carrie Fisher.
It's going to be interesting. They're going to have to. I know that they went back and did some reshoots because of her death. So
Right.
obviously they're probably tying the story up so she can bow out of the story completely.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Pitch Perfect 3.
Nah,
Ooh.
not going to watch it.
Yeah, Annihilation. acclaimed science fiction horror. Do you know anything about that one?
Nope, I haven't even heard of that one.
Jennifer Jason Leigh. I don't know who Tessa Thompson is. That name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, these are all.
Call me,
Oh, sorry.
fast. Call Me Your Name. The Death of Stalin.
Yep.
The Discovery, Glass Castle, Golden Exits.
Yeah, these are ones that
How
are still.
to Talk to Girls at Parties.
That might be interesting, huh?
Boy, I tell you, I can't wait for that one to come out. We can go figure out how to talk to girls. It comes at night. The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Lady Bird. That must be. Is that about First Lady Johnson?
No.
Love Letter Sacramento. What's that?
Oh yeah, Chips. Jay just said Chips. They made a movie.
Is it out?
It's coming out. Or,
Okay, I saw a trailer for that.
That looks
And
pretty funny.
It looks hilarious. I mean, and of course, the best part though too is that they just debunk everything, which is great.
Well, I love in the trailer they're chasing the motorcycle and Ponch goes down and he radios in, "I'm going northbound," and Ponch is going southbound. So let's see here. What else we got? A lot of these I've never even heard of.
Under the
probably.
Silver Lake, Untitled. Oh, here we go. Hey, how about the Untitled Paul Thomas Anderson movie? Okay.
Yeah, these are.
Voxlux, Wildlife, Wind River.
See, these are to be announced or so
To be determined.
Yeah, we really shouldn't go on to that.
We got
Anyway,
way far ahead. Wildlife, Wind River. Oh,
hold on. I'm switching here. I need to switch.
is this the Transformers thing?
Yeah, I gotta have our Transformer music for talking about the last Transformers the last night. Are you a Transformer fan? Did you see any of the early ones?
No.
Really?
Yes.
They're pretty
That's
entertaining. They're not. I mean, they're a popcorn movie. They're not. What was I?
What is a popcorn movie?
A popcorn movie is where you just sit and eat popcorn and enjoy it. It's entertaining.
Oh, I can't eat popcorn. It gives me heartburn.
Well,
so I guess that
whatever. Yeah, it's just an entertaining film. It's not going to educate you. It's not going to make you think. It's pure mind candy. It's just educate. It's just fun.
Okay, so kind of like the Fast and the Furious. Now, of course, that comment
Yeah.
probably just pissed Sam off. But sorry, buddy. I love you, but hey,
So yeah, I like them. I enjoy them. I think they're pretty fun. So
Well, see, that's it. And I think this is a difference between us. I didn't realize this, but now that you're saying that, if I'm going to watch a film, I want to see one that tells a good story and has an interesting. The Fifth Element, while that you would probably consider that a popcorn movie, I still thought that was kind of an interesting film about some of the things it approached.
yeah, I would call it a popcorn movie.
My favorite films, though, are ones that tell a story and develop good characters. I saw a horrible write-up of The Goonies the other day.
Oh, that was one of the most classic films ever.
Oh, I thought that it was an absolute cult classic. And they trashed the film. Absolutely trashed the film. And I read all the way through it because I'll at least give, while this idiot gives no respect, I'll at least give him the respect of reading,
Right.
all of his critique. But, he said how the film was racist and, blah, 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 all this other crap that I just thought was aggravating. And the truth is, it was just a great film.
Yeah, Chris Tucker played Ruby Rod in.
Oh, Chris
Fifth Element.
Tucker.
Yeah,
Okay,
Jay,
okay.
Jay just let us know. Thanks, Jay. Couldn't remember who it was. I can't remember his name.
He did a really good part with that, too.
Here's another movie that's coming out. Let's see if you remember this horrible.
Well, I can read it on the
Oops,
screen.
I gotta get it. This
So
restarted.
if we don't need to play it, it's okay.
Oh yeah, we gotta play this because they're making a Power Rangers movie for all you Power Ranger fans.
The
out
only
there.
way it could be any worse is if they made a... Who were those four little characters? And the one that was purple and had the triangle.
Oh, Teletubbies.
Teletubbies.
A Teletubbies movie. I think I'd
They
shoot
made
myself.
a Teletubbies movie. Yeah, it's... What, they're going to make another Wonder Woman?
Oh yeah, dude, you haven't seen the trailer for that?
Who's starring in it?
Oh, Gal, she. I can't even pronounce her name.
I'm sorry. Linda Carter is Wonder Woman. There's nobody else.
Oh, wait till you see this gal. She's an Israeli actress, and she's yeah. And this is her
See,
theme
Linda,
music. So
Linda Carter was just...
that's the theme music for her.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, while we're sitting here talking, I will pull it up so you can see it.
What, the Wonder Woman one?
Yeah.
Okay, you going to pull up the trailer or you're just going to pull up
I'm going to pull up a picture so you can see her.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is
that her right there in the second
Yeah,
one over?
let's pull it up. Yeah. Dude, I'll show you the trailer later, but it's awesome.
Okay. Do view image. Let's get this because it looks like a pretty good sized image.
Yeah, I'm showing Greg right now a picture of the actress.
No, she's a very attractive young lady, but
She's not Linda Carter, yes.
bring
but-
up Linda Carter in the Wonder Woman outfit, and you know as well as I do, I'll just sit here and breathe heavy.
Let's see.
Images
Yeah.
right there. Yeah, there she is right there. Now see, look at that. Oh, come on.
Yeah, well, I'll show you the trailer afterwards, but
No one can compete with that.
yeah.
Period. Okay?
Okay.
At all.
I beg to differ, but anyway, so yeah, it'd be a great movie. Teletubbies versus the Power Rangers, Jay says. That would be. I wonder how the combat would look. You know, Power Ranger runs up and punches a Teletubby, and the other ones go woo, and bounce back and forth. Woo! He punched him.
Okay,
So,
enough.
all right, back to
Soon
serious
we're
stuff.
going to get into what was the purple dinosaur?
Barney. No Barney's.
No Barney.
But yeah, my daughter really wants to see. Me and my 12-year-old daughter are going to go see Wonder Woman together. Because
You realize you're going to be in a theater full of 12-year-old girls
yeah, and I'll probably
screaming.
scream like a 12-year-old girl myself. I think it looks great. He agrees with you. Linda Carter is the only Wonder Woman.
Dude, see, he knows. He understands. Okay?
Okay.
James,
Yeah.
go back to bed.
Yeah.
Go back to trying to fix the soundboard. Jason and I are going to discuss 80s women stars.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a whole nother show. Maybe we should do that as a next show. Yeah. But
yeah, but who could we try to get on as a guest speaker?
I don't know.
Is Farrah still alive?
Who?
Farrah Fawcett. She's still alive, isn't she?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Jay, you want to check
Oh,
that for us? What?
speaking
Speaking
of actors that passed away, did you hear Bill Paxton died the other day?
yes.
Oh, I missed that guy.
You know, and it's sad he did. For the parts he did, he was definitely unappreciated.
Mm-hmm. He was a great actor.
Dude, we're getting our asses kicked, man. Game over. I think that was one of the best lines. I have used that line and I've repeated it
Yeah.
in a ton of different situations.
Um,
But it was too bad. He did some good acting. He was underappreciated for
Yep.
for what he did.
he was a great actor, but he'll be missed.
Yes.
So,
I was watching that 2016 thing with the guy who slept all year the other day again.
Mhm.
I just kept laughing. Tell me, well, at least it wasn't Harambe.
yeah. So we're coming up to the end of the show. So there's a lot of great movies coming out.
I spoke to a possible sponsor.
Um,
She said yes.
excellent. I think I have another sponsor coming on board too. So if we're talking
Great.
about sponsors, I have to talk to you about after the show.
Okay, good, because I spoke to her and she said yes, and she said she and I can get together. She and I may get together just because we haven't had lunch together in a while, so we'll get together for a bite of lunch or something like that. and then
Farrah
also
Fawcett
discuss-
passed away in 2009.
Oh, dude. Thanks, man. Thanks, Jay. You
That's
just ruined my night. I'm just gonna go lay down and cry. No, I'm kidding.
We'll have Jay, our unofficial fact checker and producer tonight. So thanks, Jay. Appreciate that. Yeah, sponsors. So yeah, it looks like we have more sponsors coming on board, so we can talk more about other things than just always harping on 10-shoulder.com.
And Amazon.com with your book.
That's with the Hammers War series. Yep.
So should we tell people that we're also not only are we getting ready to hopefully you're going to pass it over to me so I can edit the fourth one, but also I'm going to start doing the
We're recording
audiobooks.
Audiobooks, yeah.
Yes. So there'll be something else available to people. And it's not just for anybody to listen to. This actually was born out of a comment made by somebody to me that said that they would love to read a book like that, but the problem is that they couldn't see.
Right.
Why don't we take it to audiobooks? And I beat up on James and said, hey, let's get this thing over to audiobooks.
So we're working on it.
Yep. So we're gonna get it out there. I'm going to be doing the audio, and James is going to be screwing up I'm sorry, going to be running the soundboard. Did I say, was that my outside voice?
Yeah.
Okay, was that recorded?
Yes.
Good. Anyways.
Yeah, so we're going to have a special guest on in the next couple of weeks from 10-shoulder.com because they are going to be reissuing some new or reissuing some classics that haven't been on their line of miniatures for 40 some odd years. Well, more like 30
Wow.
years. So,
So can I take a guess who it is?
yeah.
It's got to be your dad.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
John McEwen, the man behind tin-soldier.com. Yeah, before they were Reveresco, they were McEwen Miniatures. And there was a bunch of miniatures he put out in the early days, and they just kind of got packed away, and new miniatures were made, and now they're re-releasing those. So it's going to be really big. Oh, there are a lot of collectors.
Re-releasing those.
Re-releasing.
Can't even make it sound like you're going re-releasing.
Re-releasing. Say that 10 times fast.
That 10 times fast.
I got to punch you.
You said say
So if I
that
can't punch
10
him
times-
because he's out of blood thinner, he leave bruises all over him.
It was terrible, Judge. He beat me so bad. Look at all these bruises.
You need to be beat, boy.
Yeah. It's the shots I'm not enjoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's aggravating me, but that's okay.
Shout outs. Shout out to the Capitol High School robotics team. 2 teams ahead of them dropped out of the super regionals, so they get to move on. So my son and his
no
team
kidding.
Yep, they're going to the super regionals. They're going to be competing against teams from 12 different Western states.
Where are those?
It's going to be in Tacoma at the Tacoma Event Center, their convention center.
Stop.
Yeah,
So, how many different states?
12.
And they're going to Tacoma.
Yep.
You just got screwed
Why?
because you're supposed to be able to travel somewhere.
Oh, no. I kind of prefer that to be close, actually, but
Let me guess. You're staying at the motel. I started to say it. I started to name a business, and I'm not gonna because we might get hate mail. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, okay.
Well-
because it's less expensive for you guys if they do it close by.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's really exciting for them. So they're going to get to move on to the next level of their competition. So
Okay, everybody, start buying them books. Start buying them miniatures from tin-soldier.com. Start getting them books, Hammer's War Series from Amazon.com, so we can send James on a vacation.
there you go.
I like that idea.
Yeah. There you
Since
go.
I'm the one that's always going, right?
Yeah.
So I'm doing Uber Eats in Tacoma now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, making good money too. If anybody out there is interested, for those of you that know, I do Uber Eats most evenings, and it actually really makes good money. If anybody's interested in learning how to do it or joining up, don't hesitate to get in touch with me before you do it. Reason is I get a $250 referral fee, and if anybody wants to join and learn how to do it, I'll be more than happy to show you, and I'll split the referral fee with you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so there's, quick $125. Okay, so back to our sponsors, tin-soldier.com, and all the miniatures that you could ever possibly need for wargaming and dioramas and board games.
Yeah.
Hammer's
Or
War
collecting or whatever.
Series.
Yeah.
You going to jack that one up?
Hammer's War Series. It's the science fiction series based on the miniature tabletop board gaming Starguard. There are 3 books in published now,
Yeah, 3 books published and one
fourth
coming on.
almost done.
Yeah.
So
So how much longer till you get that to me?
I don't know. He says that every week, and I'm halfway through the rewrite, so hopefully soon. But the first book in the series is Forging the Hammer. It's kind of the backstory of the main character, then Dimension Shift, and then
First Strike.
Yep, and then the upcoming Hammer's Commandos. So check it out if you're a reader. If you don't like science fiction, that's okay, because I write science fiction for people who don't like science fiction.
Oh, I got a quick message on the phone that says, how was the podcast? We started a little bit, just to say we started a little bit late, but it was our possible future sponsor that just popped in and said, hey, how'd it go?
Oh, excellent. Jay asked where it was in Tacoma. It's going to be at the convention center there in Tacoma. I don't know the exact address, and it's going to be like March
for the
12th.
For the what you call it?
Yeah, for the First Tech Challenge super regionals, where kids build robots and they make them do things.
Because they don't charge anything to get into those.
No,
do they?
it's completely free. It's open to the public. So yeah, when I get more details, I'll put them out on the next podcast.
Okay.
so
yeah, and
people-
I'm not going anywhere till May.
Well, that's good. Then you can come see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you came down and saw the last one at the state.
Yeah, it
competition.
was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting to see these kids and what they build and how they engineer these robots and get them to do things that you and I could probably look at it and go, yeah, no.
Look, I'd have enough trouble just putting it on the floor and trying to get it to run, let alone pick the balls up and shoot them in the hoops and things like that they were doing.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Yep.
Greg, you have any shout-outs before we close
Let's see,
this
any
down?
shout-outs? Shout-out to our future sponsor, hopefully. If she's interested, we'll get her signed up and on board. Anybody else? Nobody I can think of right off the top of my head. Of course, my kids, Sam and Aaron, out there busting their butts in public and doing great things. And Sam's girlfriend, Shelby, wonderful sweetheart. She's just a great lady. I really liked her. I was impressed with Sam's choice. I can't figure out what her problem is because she's dating my son. Anyways, that'll get us hate mail. It's going to get me hate mail.
That's pretty funny.
Anything else in that? Nothing I can think of. I'm trying to think if there's anything else too. Hey, folks, something else too. This thing that's going on with my leg, I'm just going to say real quick, don't put stuff off. Get in, get looked at. Regardless of your health conditions. I went in and I was going to delay and push it out and not, just not worry about it. But when I went in there and they told me that this could have killed me, it scared the hell out of me and made me realize that I needed. Yes, I've got a new primary care physician now. I'm getting a physical and all those things. So don't delay those things. Make sure you stay up on these things. So that's your public service announcement.
All right. So yeah, we had a lot of issues with the equipment today and with the operator behind the equipment, but we made it. We made it through another successful show. So shout out to us. Yeah.
Hubba hubba. Yeah. Shout out to me because I didn't screw up the board, but somebody else did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shout out to.
To.
Oh, I thought you were going to play that.
Balls.
There we go.
I was getting ready, but then you're like.
That's why I said shout out to.
Balls.
Yeah, our guy that loves to say
Balls.
now that we've become like a 12-year-olds, yeah.
Now that we've become like 12-year-olds, or is it no that we always were?
Who wants to grow up? Growing up's no fun. So,
anyways,
that's it for this tonight's show.
Thanks for listening.
All right,
and we'll see you when we see you. You guys have a great weekend.
Have a good one. We'll see you next week, and hopefully I'll have the cameras working, and we'll actually see us.
All right, bye.
Bye.